Hello and welcome to tonight's stream, Classic Plus. That's the name of the game. Some favorites that I've used in the past, but also some new stuff. I certainly was inspired by the mirror match last night against Trevor, doing some fantastic things with cards I love. Get into the changes just for tonight. Some pretty interesting ones, some pretty big ones as always. And speaking of last night with premiering, live streams, that sort of thing, I think for at least a little bit here, I'll just leave the stream up, leave it public and whatnot, and see if that makes any changes to the watch time, how things are counted. But yeah, certainly some fantastic comments from everybody in chat, on the stream. Some great people, so thanks for watching. But without further ado, let's get into the fun stuff that will hopefully go off tonight. Certainly can't go too much worse than last night, but as always, it's a good time, a fun time. All right, yes, there's some crazy stuff. Tamiyo's Safekeeping from Neon Dynasty, starting to use a card from that set. I think it's pretty good. There's lots of course, targeted removal, but Tamiyo's being able to save something from removal. If it's a board wipe, I still can save the best creature that I have out. I can help win a trade, potentially, by making something indestructible. Gaining 2 life, I mean, it's not nothing, but I think pretty much against any deck, Tamiyo's Safekeeping should be pretty valuable, especially say I cast it on a target that I'm going to use for fighting, potentially something like Ripjaw Raptor. Say I have 2 fight spells, make Ripjaw indestructible, so I'm killing 2 things. I'm having potentially a really big buffed Ripjaw that they'll also want to block, so after fighting twice with Primal Might, Inscription of Abundance, drawing 2 cards, they want to block him again because he's so big. So I draw another card, 3 cards in that scenario. Fantastic stuff. Hopefully I face some creature decks and I didn't just jinx myself. It's all control, Azorius, Grixis, all that nasty stuff that sweeps our board, discards things. Yeah, it could be rough, potentially. But yeah, I feel pretty positive switching Tamiyo's with Commune, or switching Tamiyo's out, taking Commune. Man, that was rough. To say the least. I've used Commune with dinosaurs for the past 4 years, pretty much. Man, that's crazy to say. It is a long time. Now, of course, I do lose consistency taking it out, but I think this should do the trick, hopefully. It is nice always going turn 1 Commune, being able to search for that key land, maybe that nice turn 3 play, something like that. But yes, classic dinos, lots of pretty basic stuff, lots of interaction. Hopefully it does the trick. But as always, like I mentioned in that post-stream Dino Park video, these things are pretty versatile and they don't need a target to be useful on the opponent's side. So that's always feels pretty comfortable. Then, of course, Ranging Raptors. If we got some fighting interaction stuff, ranging is fantastic. And, of course, paired with Marauding Raptor, I mean, that's just lovely stuff. And Trevor, of course, used Ranging Raptors to some pretty good effect. Stable ramp as well. Kind of similar to Thunderherd Migration. Yeah, if Marauding's out, you play Ranging Raptors. It's technically a Thunderherd Migration or Rampant Growth. Search for a basic land. It's lovely stuff. And if you're blocking further on down the line, technically for 1 and a green, you get 2 basic lands. So you got to think of and keep in mind the potential value further on, later turns, that sort of thing. And then you can lump all that value together and it becomes a pretty interesting, fantastic potential there. Of course, Ripjaw, Shifting, got to have them in to some degree. Regisaur Alpha, You know it, you love it. And then, of course, got to finish off with the queen. My goodness. 3 of her. I was thinking 4 for tonight, but yeah, again, still 3, fairly consistent. Because Ranging Raptors, 2 mountains, 4 forests, maybe upping that a little bit, but usually 6 or 7 basic lands when using something like Ranging Raptors has felt pretty comfortable enough. Then, hey, I remembered pretty exciting stuff. Lair of the Hydra. Got that in, luckily. Didn't forget it. Everything else pretty standard. The Rockfall Vale, Rootbound Crag, Sheltered Thicket, Stomping Ground, Secluded Courtyard. And then the sideboard, as always, the classics. Stuff I've loved to use in the past. Rampaging, Blast Zone, Anger, and of course, Death Gorge Scavenger. All right. Certainly feels like we cover a lot of bases. Of course, that interaction that we're going to start out with, and that's a lot of interaction. 7 fight spells. It's going to be good, hopefully. As long as we get maybe 1 or 2 creature-based matchups. That'd be pretty good. Righty, here goes nothing. And I know this is crazy to say, but I am drinking water tonight. Break a leg, solar updraft. The opponent's probably going to break our legs, potentially. We'll see. We'll see. But yes, drinking water tonight. I can't believe I'm saying that. My goodness. That's not going to do it. Oh, that's much better. Yeah, I think I'll send Regisaur Alpha packing. Now, Sheltered Thicket, turn 1, and also with pretty much no turn 1 plays, you could say. Sheltered Thicket, perfectly fantastic and nice to see that as the turn 1 land, since I'm not really playing anything. Ooh. Hey, creature-based, Dimir. Well, it could be rough. They certainly have plenty of removal, but fighting. Hopefully, this Marauding Raptor survives. We get to go to the second one. Oh man, that is nasty. Nasty stuff. Shifting Ceratops in this match up against Dimir Rogues should be pretty decent. But they are pretty aggressive. They are on the play, so things could get out of control quick. We'll see if they play anybody nasty. Of course, Inscription of Abundance is going to be pretty fantastic since they do lots of flashy things. We may want to respond with Inscription of Abundance at... well, we're certainly killing Silver Fur Master. That is not good. Question is, why are they attacking with Thieves Guild Enforcer? Eight or more cards in the graveyard. Well, we have 6. I think they're going to flash in a Thieves Guild Enforcer for 1 black, which would get 2 more cards in our graveyard. We'd be at 8, and then Thieves Guild would trade with Marauding. It's a lot of damage we took right there, but ouch. Yeah, I'm gonna take that 2, so that we also have 1 left over coming up for Tamiyo's Safekeeping. So we'll go with Marauding. Buff this one that's out. We'll be able to swing, hopefully. But they got something up their sleeve, that's for sure. Hopefully Primal Might goes off. They may want to kill this Marauding. So we do have 1 for Tamiyo's, which I think I might do. I would like taking out Silver Fur Master for sure. Oh, okay, well, they lose 2 life. That's alright. We still take out the Ninja Lord, or Ninja and Rogue Lord, I should say. Well, that's no good. Huh. Well, let me see. Anger of the Gods. Certainly game 2 is going to be fantastic stuff. Can we survive next turn? Yeah, I think we could do it, especially with the potential for Tamiyos there to make the Marauding we have back live. Could be big enough next turn. Certainly, if they swing with everything, if they're completely open and we cast Regisaur Alpha for 3, it would send both Maraudings to 6 power each, which, as long as they don't gain life, play too many creatures, we would kill them. Could also give Shifting Ceratops indestructible to survive both Maraudings, and also give it haste if I do draw another land, which that would help nicely. They certainly won't attack with that Silver for Master unless they played another one, making both of them 3/3s, which Marauding still wouldn't be able to trade. Ooh, Una's Blackguard. That's going to be rough. Yeah, each other rogue creature they control enters with a 1/1 counter. Whenever a creature they control with a 1/1 counter deals combat damage to a player, that player discards a card. Yikes. Ooh, more oh man, this is just about the juiciest board for Anger of the Gods. My goodness, I would like that. It's a lot of mill. Can we do something? Anything? I don't think so. I mean, of course, Secluded Courtyard would do the trick. Would be nice holding back Tamiyos whenever they do attack with stuff. I kind of feel like leaving both Maraudings. They'll probably want to swing with everything. Thinking we'll die, wanting to get us lower, something like that. So I'm thinking save one Marauding. We'll probably have to block both Thieves Guild Enforcers because we might just go too low there. Certainly I think Una's Blackguard at the very least is gonna swing, but probably both those Thieves Guild Enforcers. Interesting. Oh, Ranging Raptors, yes. Now we couldn't make Ranging Raptors indestructible, but I still want to keep Tamiyos. Might still be over, but well, we'll see. We'll see. We might get a sneaky win coming up here. They will be getting back those Merfolk Wind Robbers, which is pretty nasty. Yeah. Looks like they might have drawn something that killed... Oh, yes. Seemed like they were looking at stuff when they drew that Fatal Push, which they're using right now. Yeah, I'm going to save it. I was thinking of letting it die, but that'd be way too many creatures and they'd probably kill us. If we're not dead already, but you never know. They might not respect the potential damage coming out here. Oh, playing it super safe. Okay. That's rough. Oh, Primal Might. Taking out the Silver Fur Master actually looks pretty good, but then again, they're just going to play it with Luris. I don't see us busting through, unfortunately. Well, yeah. Anger of the Gods, 100% is going to wreck them, hopefully. Blast Zone as well could be pretty good. Death Gorge, it seemed like they had graveyard stuff, and maybe if we can just eat our own graveyards, that would reduce the toughness, the power, since they do revolve around that, having us have a big graveyard. So Death Gorge, yeah, that seems right. Rampaging, a lot of creatures, but Anger of the Gods should keep that down. What to cut? That is the question. Certainly, Shifting Ceratops, a lot of blue stuff, has the potential to just fly past things. Tamiyos. Yeah, I think we could probably cut Tamiyos. Tamiyos and Primal Might. Yeah. I do want to keep Inscription there, like I say, instant speed, responding to targeted removal, that sort of thing. Always nice to have that possibility. We got the 2 lands. Pretty risky, but got at least 2 chances to draw that third one, be able to go Anger of the Gods and smoke them. It is a little unfortunate, no turn 2 play yet, but certainly both those Angers. Actually, I'm going to go Rockfall Vale first, just in case we do draw something for 2 coming up here. We will be able to play it by having Stomping Ground come in. But we got the 3rd land. That's good, at least. Ranging Raptors next turn. Hopefully they don't kill it. I don't expect that to happen. Oh, interesting. Otepec Huntmaster. I feel like Otepec Huntmaster probably would die. They feel Huntmaster's probably more threatening than Ranging Raptors. So they may not kill Ranging. And also Ranging Raptors is at 3, out of range of Fatal Push. Unless they've sacrificed something. Ooh, Ghalta. Well, certainly Huntmaster. Would have been nice maybe if they had played a second body. I would have gone one of the Anger of the Gods there. Yeah, I'll attack with everything. Can't block Una's Blackguard anyways. As I expected, they had something like Fatal Push. Hey, if you want to give me a land, that's all right. I already have 8 or more cards. Oh yes, it entered with a counter. I forgot Uno's Blackguard there. Man, that's rough. Both of them being out of range of Anger of the Gods. Well, Ghalta might do the trick. I think there could be a good chance that we get to her. I prefer keeping Shifting Ceratops. Actually, maybe just one Anger. Since both Soaring Thought Thieves are out of range. Alright. At the very least, we do have one green up that we will be able to give Shifting Ceratops reach, so hopefully the opponent forgets about that, and we do take out one Soaring Thought Thief here. Would be nice going Ghalta next turn. The Queen. Alrighty. Looks like they might have forgotten. Maybe they didn't. Certainly could kill Shifting with a wide variety of stuff. They do have 4 up. Oh, good stuff, good stuff. Still pretty scary. Being at 9, discarding. Yeah, I think it's got to be Ripjaw. Hopefully they don't fatal push the Shifting. Okay, good. Oh, more Anger of the Gods. Let's see. Oh, I'm just going to go Ghalta. Hope they don't kill her. Or counter her. That certainly could happen right here with... Oh, okay, it didn't. I was thinking something, but yes. Swing with Shifting, ranging. Don't have anything to give Shifting reach anyways, so hopefully we're just not dead. Ooh, that is rough. 7. Maybe they don't have anything to deal with Ghalta, so if they can't kill us this turn, they gotta hold stuff back for her. But potentially they have some way to deal with Ghalta. Hopefully that's not the case. Ooh, more lands. Alrighty, let's see if this does the trick. Hope they don't kill Ghalta. Ooh, I thought it would be something like that. 16, wow, that is not good. Well, that is how it goes. Pretty rough stuff. Lots of removal, discard, painful things. That's for sure. Drown in a lock, fantastic. They made our graveyard big enough that they could take out Ghalta. Man, that was pretty good, that's for sure. Well, not the strongest start in the world, but that's okay. We did face something creature-based, not our strongest creature-based matchup in the world, but yeah. Bring it back around, eventually. One of these matches. But yeah, solar updraft, like you said, break a leg. Our Dinos' legs were broken there, that's for sure. Not quite fast enough. Don't really like that either. Hey, we got something. Huntmaster, 2 lands. Yeah, Tamiyo's into Shifting. Hopefully we get to that 3rd one. Shifting Ceratops. Oh, good stuff, good stuff. So yeah, Shifting Ceratops, turn 3. Be able to fight with it. Turn 4. Maybe make it quite big. Primal Might. Oh, 2 Primal Mights. That's good stuff. But we're seeing Esper Yorion, so it might be Doom Foretold, control based sort of thing. Hopefully Huntmaster survives, but he does not. All right, so it's pretty classic, fantastic. Esper Yorion, pretty rough. Oath of Kaya, doing some fantastic work. 3 damage to any target, and they gain 3 life. That's pretty good. No, I think I prefer Shifting Ceratops. I was considering going Ranging Raptors here. We would have 1 green left over, be able to fight that Raven, but I want to make the most out of Shifting Ceratops. make it as big as possible, do as much damage on multiple turns, hopefully. Certainly going to try and take out Teferi there. Oh, 4-color. 4-color Yorion. Maybe it's a 5-color Yorion. But probably 4-color. I don't think they add green for a whole lot. Well, Lair of the Hydra. Let's see. Not really too worried about that bird there, so might as well go ranging. Swing with shifting. Take out Teferi, hopefully. But I could see him killing shifting here. Maybe what's exile. 1 and a white gives us a clue token. Instant speed. That's pretty good. Hopefully, of course, they don't have a second Teferi in hand. That's always probably a good possibility. Outside the game on the top of their library. Could be rough. Probably something that deals with creatures, so might be painful here. Ooh, Wrath of God. Well, Tamiyo Safekeeping was not here to keep Shifting Ceratops safe with that green we had up, potentially. Well, Shifting Ceratops make Lair of the Hydra a 3/3. I hope they don't have something at instant speed to kill it. They certainly could. Hopefully that's not the case. Oh, phew. I was worried there. They were looking at Lair of the Hydra. I was starting to sweat. Like they'd maybe fatal push it, something like that. It does, because we made the land a creature, it has a converted mana cost of 0, actually. Yes, that's always risky and rough. But making it a creature, we do have something that we can use with Primal Might if that ever comes into effect or is applicable. 5? Yeah, we can make it 5. Okay. They certainly could do something to it. Hopefully that's not the case, but at the moment, this is about the best thing we can be doing. Okay. So we really started chipping away with Lair of the Hydra there. That certainly feels good. Yorion. Well, Oath of Kayat's not too bad. We could take out Yorion when we combine and make Lair of the Hydra a creature with Primal Might there. Oh, Huntmaster. I do like Huntmaster. But I also like myself a Lair of the Hydra. Let's see. Can make it 5. But we wouldn't be left with 1. Well, we could kill Yorion, because we could use Lair of the Hydra itself to pay for Primal Might to fight Yorion. Nah, I don't like that. I'll just go Huntmaster. Hope it survives. Maybe that will allow us to go fast some turn coming up. Actually, we could kill Yorion right now. Primal Might. Let's try that. Let's try that. Hopefully that does the trick. Ooh, I was suspecting they had a second one in hand. Man, that's rough stuff. Pretty unfortunate there. But no, these things happen. Ripjaw, okay. Ripjaw fighting Yorion. I think there's hopefully a good possibility that happens. Looks like they might kill him or answer him, unfortunately. Him or her, I'm not too sure. Maybe all the dinos of Ixalan are female. Something like Jurassic Park. Might as well sink everything in it. We don't have anything left in hand. Potentially, well, we'll see if I goofed. We draw something that we could play. That's all right. Had to pay 1. If we could have done X's 0, it would have been nice still having 2 for Marauding, but Marauding would have died. Ooh, I'm just going to make a big lair of the Hydra. Blue Bear, how's it going? Yes, thanks for those fantastic comments and suggestions, but I'm just going to make a big lair and hope that's enough. 6, 1, 3, 4, 5, yes, 6. Hope they don't kill it. This could be bad, but either way, if they could kill Lair, they could kill Marauding. Either one is going to die. Certainly, maybe slightly better that Marauding dies to potential removal. Ooh, I thought so. Hopefully they don't discard this Marauding that we have. Ugin, hey. Ugin, wow, there's nothing to exile, but we got a pretty good clock there dealing. Hey, this is actually pretty good. I like it. Always fantastic having Marauding and a bunch of lands, being able to go something like this and just smoke Ugin, hopefully. 9 damage, yeah. Certainly feel he was priority 1. Hey, at the very least, you know, it's not a second Ugin. That would have brought out the tears from the dino, of course, not myself. Who do I want to sacrifice? I think the token. Marauding has the potential to be bigger than it. Ranging Raptors, good stuff. Hasty, getting a basic, buffing Marauding for 1 in the green. What's not to love about that? Okay, no Settle the Wreckage. Oh, okay. So they don't have Settle the Wreckage. They may have it somewhere in there, but Trial of Ambition, not quite going to do it. Yeah, certainly Ranging Raptors. Well, at the very least, they don't have Yorion, and lovely stuff. We got Tamiyo's Safekeeping, so we will be able to hopefully keep Regisaur Alpha safe. Probably who I'm going to prioritize if they want to kill somebody, but they may think Marauding is more of a threat, potentially. We'll see if Teferi goes -3 on somebody. Oh, interesting.
Let's skip to the good part.
So they either have something to nicely deal with things, or they have that Doom Foretold like I thought. So it's 4-color Yorion Doom Foretold. Basically looks like 3-color Esper, white, blue, and black, but they do have that single Savai Triumph there. I'm gonna sacrifice permanent. Well, I think it's got to be Marauding Raptor, unfortunately. Oh, lovely stuff. Can we do it? Holy cow. That was sweet. That was very sweet. Hey, like I say, stay positive. at the very least, you get some fantastic, perfect, exactly lethal wins. Nice win, Blue Bear. Thank you very much. It was certainly feeling pretty low there. Chances were dwindling, to say the least. But it's Esper, Yorion, Doom Foretold. Lots of control things, lots of killing. Basically just have to hope and do the best. Dylan Dryden, nice, you said it. It's going to be rough, an uphill battle. At the very least, we did take game 1, so if we lose game 2, we'll be on the play for game 3. Always something to keep in mind. But I'm actually thinking Blast Zone potentially might be good here. Being able to take out Doom Foretold, some of their enchantments, but they do have a wide range of stuff. I don't think Anger of the Gods will be too handy. It seems like pretty much their only creature is Yorion, which is a 4/5. And if we did try to play Anger of the Gods, chances are they might counter it. I didn't really see too many creatures, so I'm actually going to take out Inscription of Abundance and Ranging Raptors. Death Court Scavenger. A deck like this, he's going to be able to just continually eat constantly. There's lots of stuff in our graveyard, but also the opponent, so I think that should be pretty good. Rampaging Ferocidon. Alrighty. I did keep Primal Might in there. Potentially it could help us kill Yorion like it did the previous game, but also pretty decent top deck still. Sink all our available mana into it for a massive swing. If the game has gone long, maybe we got a Shifting Ceratops, 7 mana. We sink 6 for X into Primal Might, make Shifting Ceratops and 11/10. That might be lethal, do the trick, but that is not a very good starting. That's much better. Primal Might, yeah, we'll send that to the bottom. Like I say, not a whole lot of creatures that it's probably going to be able to kill. Certainly Lair of the Hydra to start. Then we'll go Mountain, turn 2, so we're able to cast Marauding Raptor there. Probably Ripjaw after that. Get some nice card draw. Before things, hopefully they don't die, but I expect, good stuff. We sent Primal Might packing, and we got it back. Fantastic. It is nice seeing Lair of the Hydra again, since there is only one copy in the deck. I have been considering putting a second one in just because it can do some fantastic work there. I mean, you saw Lair of the Hydra chipped away just enough that many turns later it allowed us to have exactly lethal. I'm starting to think maybe Blast Zone could have been good. There's lots of artifacts, enchantments, I guess, that do cost 2, 3, that sort of range. Golden Egg here, but Oath of Kaya is 3. Yeah, maybe Blast Zone for game 3 if it does go to that. At the very least, we got Rampaging next turn if they do kill Marauding. They don't. Alright. Ooh, and there's the Death Court. We got options. I like Ripjaw, the card draw. We will be able to fight that bird. Like you say, Anger of the Gods, I mean, it would have taken it out, but I think that's maybe the only really cheap creature that it would take out. Well, we'll see. Maybe they have more small stuff. They play a bunch of birds. Which, if they do have a lot of tokens coming in, Rampaging Ferocidon is going to help against that. Excuse me. Kind of wanting Thrashing Brontodon here. For anybody that doesn't know, 1 and 2 green dinosaur. For a 3/4, you can pay 1 to sacrifice them and destroy target artifact or enchantment. So it would be nice taking out Doom Foretold here. Non-land, non-token. Well, I think it's got to be Ripjaw, unfortunately. We did get that card draw, which is nice. Don't have anything in their graveyard yet, so Rampaging could potentially have fought with Primal Might. But if I don't have to use it, I won't. Non-land, non-token, permanent. So next turn it will try and kill the bird because they'll use that as something to sacrifice. If we can reduce it, just get Doom Foretold to pop as soon as possible. It won't be as debilitating. Yeah, I'll sink 1 into Primal Might, so we do get a little bit more damage on the opponent when we take out this bird. 5 is not nothing. They're going fairly low. Could be nice coming up here. That was pretty good. They did have to sacrifice that Raven's Warning, so they weren't able to pull a card that they own from the outside. Now the question is, sacrifice Rampaging, which can swing past Yorion. Keep Marauding Raptor. That's a tough one. I think Rampaging. Oh, more lands. Kind of like that, actually. Go with Death Gorge. Yeah, exile a non-creature. Oh, I did my math right. Ghalta for 3. Fantastic. Hopefully this does the trick. Hopefully they don't have a second Yorion in hand like they did the previous game. Oh boy. Oh no. We gotta sacrifice Ghalta. That is painful. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh, well, more lands, that's always good. Swinging with Lair of the Hydra here. 4? Yeah, 4. Next turn, 5/5, take them down to 2, hopefully.
If I won't be given a second chance, I'll make my own.
They're all tapped out though, which is pretty nice. Ooh, Ripjaw. Yeah, 2 lands is okay. Lets me get more dinos in the future, and Doom Foretold is popped, so we don't have to worry about continually sacrificing our creatures, that sort of thing. Hopefully we can make something happen. I feel like Ripjaw probably is going to die. Let's see, what does Professor Onyx do? I haven't honestly seen this Planeswalker a whole lot. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. So they could just easily go -3 next turn. We would lose Ripjaw, so I think I'm just going to pretty much dump everything into Lair of the Hydra here. Just continue to pressure him. I would imagine that token wants to block Lair of the Hydra. But it's a good thing I read Professor Onyx and didn't go Ripjaw. Build the hand back up, hopefully. I mean, they certainly could make us discard it. I would expect they have multiple Doom Foretolds. Ooh, Demonic Pact. That could get nasty. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm going to take the 2. Get a bigger Lair of the Hydra. 6. 3. No, just 5. I almost accidentally did 6, which we could have done, but Lair of the Hydra would have paid for it itself, and been tapped, we wouldn't have been able to swing. That was close. Let's see. We still could have them next turn if they can't do anything to Lair of the Hydra there.
There has to be an answer here.
Interesting. Well, they had to block with Yorion, certainly. But man, it is tempting not playing Ripjaw. I was going to say Regisaur Alpha, but gaining life, that's rough.
Typical. I will teach you the true meaning of hopelessness.
Opponent discard a card. If they don't, they lose 3 life. Oh. Oh, it's an ultimate. Ouch. Ouch. Okay. Well, maybe we should have been targeting Professor Onyx. I probably should read Planeswalker Ultimates maybe a little bit more often. Huh. Ouch. That was rough. But we're on the play. Hopefully we get to go fast. They still would have certainly kept Professor Onyx alive, but just couldn't quite get it done. Was very close, though. Ooh, yeah. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, 2 bots tonight so far. That's actually pretty good. Sometimes there's no bots. Leland, Easton. At least it's a name I can pronounce. Oh, Blue Bear, you said it. Lair certainly is good. Ouch is right, that ultimate. I just never seen it. I think I'm conditioned to assuming most planeswalkers just never get to their ultimate, so I never worry about them, or I think about ultimates less, at least. Yeah, certainly good to know for future. Certainly seemed pretty decent. Might have seen Professor Onyx a couple times when Strixhaven first was released, but that well, friends, we may not be doing it here. Painful stuff. Like, I'm sure it's got to be Death Gorge. Yeah, I didn't see how it would be anything other than Death Gorge. At the very least, they haven't seen Ripjaw, so, you know, hopefully he sticks around. Next turn we get to play him and make something happen, perhaps. At the very least, we did have that fantastic Game 1. That was good stuff. It's pretty interesting, though. Something like Game 1, seeing the progression that Lair of the Hydra had helped us out big time. Well, I'm going to try for Marauding. See if we can get that card draw from Ripjaw Raptor next turn. Potentially, if they played something like Raven's Warning, they'll have that 1/1 bird token, and we will be able to fight it with the Ripjaw after drawing a card from Marauding's Ping. Well, that is not Raven's Warning. That is Elspeth's Nightmare. And it is a nightmare. Well, at the very least, we got Ripjaw. They can't Fatal Push that. That's a silver lining. But they can kill it. So I guess Ripjaw Raptor ate itself, you could say. Yeah, nasty. Trial of Ambitions, all those fantastic enchantments that can potentially be bounced. Maybe we just shouldn't have played Rampaging Ferocidon, now that I think about it. But, I mean, they didn't have Doom Foretold, and now they do. So, they're going to be sacrificing that. Pretty sure that's how it works. Yeah. It is pretty sad saying goodbye to Ghalta and drawing a card that is not going to help us. So, like I said, maybe it could be a little rough cutting Commune for Tamiyo's Safekeeping. Commune with Dinosaurs certainly would have been fantastic in this moment, but yeah, that's how it goes. Try different stuff. Some of it kind of crazy. Certainly something I've never tried before. Cutting Commune with Dinosaurs. I was mentioning it to a friend on Reddit that probably played Dinosaurs thousands of games over the years now, and Commune with Dinosaurs has been in every single variation and list that featured green. Most often it's featured green, but yeah. Hopefully we get a body. Let's see. Oh, okay, that's I like that body. Hasty. And we will be able to give it trample, which is nice. And potentially still save it with Tamiyo's. Righty. See if they block with that token. I would think they probably do. Okay. It's good. I would have been kind of sad having to 4 damage to any target, gain 4 life. Tamiyo's Safekeeping comes in handy. Hopefully they don't have a counter spell. They do. Well, you know, I thought there would be some amount of counter spells there, and we did see it, unfortunately. At the very least, they didn't have enough that they were able to play Yorion, so that's something. Death Gorge is not the something we want. Huh. Well, what do we want to discard? Doesn't make a whole lot of difference at this point. But, you know, we'll try, you never know. It was very close, game 1. Perhaps we can sneak something out. Oh, I see what they're doing. The red with Savai Triumph is for Harmless Offering. So after they've chosen the third thing, the fourth one, of course, is you lose the game. They give us Demonic Pact with having done 3 choices. The only choice we can make is lose the game. So instantly, we're done for. And we were done for. Well, yeah, that was a little rough. Not a whole lot of things to fight, but Blue Bear, like you said, there was those bird tokens and that 2/2 Knight, which is something, but still I think Anger of the Gods was maybe better to leave out. Hopefully it comes into effect and play here with this match coming up, but it would be nice not facing something so nasty, maybe, but still do our best as always. Having a good time. Hopefully you guys are as well. Nah. Oh, we can make that work. At the very least, got 3 lands. Yeah, I'm gonna send Regisaur. Want to play it safe. Stomping Ground. Lair of the Hydra. Turn 2. Ooh, it's more... Hey, we got Shifting Ceratops against what hopefully is just Azorius control. The Aura's deck, as always, very nasty, and Blast Zone is in the sideboard at the moment, so it could get rough here. What will they do? I don't think they'd want to waste removal and stuff on Ranging Raptors. It's really not that threatening. They probably don't have too many creatures that would want to block it, or they would attack and ranging would block. Yes, always a good time. Oh, favorite streamer, thanks for that. That really does mean a lot, certainly. I'm always trying to be active with the chat, explaining things, reasonings at the very least for what I'm trying to do. Be engaging, pretty much. Yeah. Certainly helps, I think. It's not a bad thing. Other streamers, you know, playing a wide variety of decks, but I think there's just that special touch, that special something when somebody only plays one thing. There's a lot more specific insight, examples, history to go over. Yeah, certainly is a interesting angle, to say the least. They have 2 sources of white though, so we got to be worried about board wipes, destroy all our creatures, Wrath of God, Day of Judgment. They could also have Settle the Wreckage, for anybody that doesn't know. 2 and 2 white. Exile all creatures, all attacking creatures, pretty much, yeah. So we swing with a couple things. They're all exiled. We would get to search for a basic land for each one that does get exiled, but we could lose a lot. I was thinking of popping that clue there to potentially get a 5th land. We would be able to go hasty shifting next. Okay. No hasty shifting. That's rough stuff. So they're using a lot of things that aren't blue. Being able to get rid of our stuff. Let's see. Ooh, hey. At the very least, we see a Teferi that untaps lands. They haven't got Lotus Field quite yet, which is pretty nice. Oh, there we go. We got the hasty shifting. Good stuff, good stuff. Will be nice taking out Teferi here. I think that's definitely what we won't be doing. That's okay. That's okay. We got fantastic removal. I mean, Fateful Absence. Certainly, it helps white big time. And destroying a creature or planeswalker. That's very good. Getting a clue token, it's pretty good. It's alright. It's not a... I don't think it's really a major drawback at all for Fateful Absence. Cast out is pretty fantastic too. Always nice having that cycling option if the opponent isn't on a lot of creatures. Being able to get rid of something you don't need is pretty sweet. But chances are you would need it. It is exile target non-land permanent, so certainly Shifting Ceratops is something they would want to get rid of. Now the question is, do we make Lair of the Hydra big? Be able to take out Teferi, do a little bit of damage on him with Ranging Raptors. I'm going to pop the clue, at least one. Ooh, another shifting. That is good. That is pretty good. You know what? I'm going to go Primal Might. We'll see if we can get Ranging Raptors to 4, be able to take out Teferi there. Ooh, the good old Lightning Helix. Naya Dinos card removal. Certainly, I think when I go Naya Dinos again with the addition of the Naya Triome from Streets of New Capenna coming out, I think definitely Fatal Push is something I would consider for pretty fantastic catch-all removal. Taking out a pesky planeswalker like Teferi if, well, likely we will face more Azorius Control. But yeah, I think Fateful Absence definitely would be on the menu. Maybe in the sideboard, probably actually start out with Fateful Absence in the main board, because chances are we're going to have something to kill with it.
And some think time only flows in one direction.
See if they have another cast out Fateful Absence for Shifting Sphinx's Revelation. Well, they certainly feel pretty safe being at 30. I would feel safe as well. I'm just going to take out Teferi there. That does the trick. Certainly being at 30 life, that's chipping away, dealing 5. I think I just prefer to get Teferi out of there. And if they do go Lotus Field, oh, they got another Teferi. But we have Tamiyo's Safekeeping. So hopefully, if all goes well, we're able to take out that Teferi. They do have that nasty key to the archive, so we got to keep that in mind. Technically, at the moment, they have, or they will have more stuff. Yes, they have a potential 5 here with key to the archive. Does tap for 2 mana in any combination of colors, which is just fantastic fixing wise. Just going to swing with Shifting. I'll see what they do. Certainly expect something to happen to it. They got so many cards in hand. Oh, the cast out. Whatever will we do? I do not know. Whew. Good stuff, good stuff. Definitely feels good taking out Teferi there. They will have less card draw, that sort of thing, but they have plenty of cards in hand at the moment, so things might not go so good. I'll play the Ripjaw. Certainly seems like they can't counter it. Potentially, we might get Ghalta next turn. Could just be a board wipe. Okay. Man, it's all about Teferi, that's for sure. Let's see. Maybe they return Ripjaw Raptor. Oh, returning the cast out to cast it with key to the archive. But yeah, they have enough lands. Oh, that's too bad. But at the very least, they only have 1, so pretty much whatever we want to do this turn coming up should be safe. We should be able to make it happen, but that was interesting. Hexproof. I think I got to add more hexproof stuff. Certainly Carnage Taunt, 7/6 for 6. Can't be countered. Hexproof and Trample. You guys may have used it, may have seen me used it before. I think certainly feels like adding that guy in will do the trick. Marauding Raptor can make that happen. Yeah, I definitely want to take out Teferi. It is rough when they go that +1. They can cast their Snakeskin Veil. Yes, that actually would be good. And I do prefer Snakeskin Veil because it does put the 1/1 counter. Well, it's to be expected to have multiple copies of each Teferi, but yeah, going back to Snakeskin Veil, putting that 1/1 counter on the creature that you do protect and save is always nice because you get a little bit more damage. Hopefully over multiple turns you get a few swings with the creature you did save, but definitely Snakeskin Veil could be something. I think maybe I still prefer Tamiyo's Safekeeping for the indestructible aspect, potentially saving something from a board wipe like Day of Judgment, Wrath of God, that sort of thing. But maybe, well, speaking of Wrath of God, it's coming down. Ouch. Well, we're not playing any creatures. We're not going to make Lair of the Hydra a creature. We could play Ghalta, but she would just die, so I say we just pop the clue. 4, yeah, yeah. Well, I think it does get, oh no, that was 4 fairy. I get mixed up now with the Teferi that, oops. Huh. Well, we'll attack. I forgot about Narset there. I mean, we're not going to probably be able to ever take out Narset, since I do expect Wrath of God here, unfortunately. But yes, it is a little confusing. There's Teferi that normally costs 4, and then there's this Teferi that originally cost 1, a white, and a blue, but now it costs 4, so Divine Purge. Hey, you know, we don't have to say goodbye to Ripjaw, so that is nice.
I won't let you win.
I was expecting that Wrath of God, so sending Ripjaw to Narset would have been nice. Popping the clue after we take Narset out, and we would have drawn that card, but unfortunately I did forget about her passive. More Teferis. Well, we'll see what we draw next turn, but I think that definitely, unfortunately, is going to do it for us. Pretty good chance that it was over quite a few turns earlier, but I do like to play it out a little bit, try and learn from facing one of our toughest matchups. Try and consider what could happen. At the very least, learn something. Think about what I could do differently as I play out different things. Practice playing around the board wipes that they have, that sort of thing, because we're going to be facing this deck to infinity, I imagine. Yeah, nothing we can do about that. They can cast Wrath of God, as always, at instant speed at the moment, and likely have other stuff that is equally as nasty. But Death Court Scavenger, certainly, he's going to be munching on lots of stuff. Now, we do have to worry about Divine Purge there that you saw. 1 and 2 white. Exile all artifacts and creatures that cost 3 or less, I believe. Yes, 2 different art styles. The art styles as well, being able to choose multiple ones for one specific card, that can also make things pretty confusing, unfortunately. Yeah, ranging. Not a whole lot to fight. Yeah, I think I'll drop Primal Might. Bring the good old Rampaging Blast Zone, actually, now that I think about it. Alright. Maybe Blast Zone could potentially, if we can get it charge counters to 4, we could destroy multiple cast outs, which, yes, Blast Zone. You said it. I brought it in before you said it, but you said it. So, great minds think alike. That's for sure. Hopefully, like you saw previous game, exiled multiple Shifting Ceratopses with multiple cast outs. So Blast Zone, awesome seeing that. Maybe they exile more Shifting Ceratops again, and we just pop a Blast Zone, bring them back, give them haste, swing for lethal. You never know. Certainly is an uphill battle. Potentially could have mulliganed once more for a little bit faster hand. Yes. Certainly I would imagine watching one person for a while, you learn what's going to happen. And potentially, you know, it rubs off, you get some inspiration. Maybe it helps you out if you're playing Azorius or you're playing against it. You know, you have, oh, hey, that really didn't work when I was watching Tarzan. I don't want to make the mistake he did. I'm not going to show him that we have Blast Zone quite yet. Not unless we have to. Just in case. Got it. Yeah, I'm going to try for Marauding. Potential of hasty Shifting Ceratops next turn. Marauding resolves. Very good. Yeah, gonna go Blast Zone. Gotta go a land for the turn, of course. See if they do anything to Rampaging. I certainly wouldn't be worried taking 3. Now, next turn. Do they Wrath? Divine Purge? Something... I jinxed myself. That sucks. Now, unfortunately, Tamiyo's Safekeeping is not going to keep either creature safe because Exile gets around Indestructible. Because it's just targeting the entire board, it also gets around Hexproof, so that's a little unfortunate. But Divine Purge is fantastic, fantastic card. Does a lot of good work. I mean, basically deals with most of the common problematic stuff. There aren't many decks like Dinos that use things, or a lot of things, above a casting cost of 3. At the very least, it is hasty shifting. Now, the question is... Yeah, I'm going to give it haste. I was thinking of keeping Tamiyos up, or the potential of Tamiyos. Cast out. We were talking about cast out and how they exiled Shifting Ceratops is. Shifting Ceratops is whatever the plural is of that, but hey, you know, if they want to keep our Shifting Ceratops safe from board wipes, and then we pop Blast Zone there. If they can't do anything drastic, maybe we have it. Oh boy, is this it? Narset hopefully doesn't grab just a Teferi. 3. Oh boy, oh boy. This is exciting. I'm feeling pretty good about this. They don't have 4. They only got 3, so we don't have to worry about something like Settle the Wreckage to exile all our attacking creatures. You know what? I'm going to use both Blast Zones for colorless. I'll keep 2 green up just in case I have to use 1 green to give Shifting Ceratops haste if they wanted to kill Regisaur Alpha before we go to combat phase. Ooh, oh my goodness. Tamiyos, the token. Oh. Tamiyo's Safekeeping coming in strong. Wow. Even if we aren't able to take them down in game 3 here. Ooh boy, that was pretty sweet. Well, if that Tamiyo's Safekeeping was a commune with dinosaurs, you can imagine how things would have gone south. That was pretty sweet, man. My goodness. Sinking 3 blue to try and steal the token. And we spoiled them. Speaking of Tamiyo Safekeeping, but that hand's not quite going to do it. We are on the draw, so there is 2 potentials to draw that second land, be able to go Marauding Raptor. I don't know. 1 for 1, Tamiyo's solid card. Certainly seems pretty solid. I mean, the life gain as well. But you see the gain to life. You see Rampaging for Asadon. We may not get that partial benefit from it. I'm gonna risk it. I certainly wouldn't always recommend something like this. That's risky. Big time. Oh boy. Wow, that was close. Phew. I mean, hopefully we draw a 3rd land, be able to protect something from Tamiyos. Oh, okay. Here we go. Yes, please. Death Gorge. Shifting. They got something up their sleeve. Let's try for the shifting. Hopefully they don't have Ether Gust. 1 and a blue. Send target red or green spell to the top of... Well, target opponent chooses to put a red or green spell on the top or bottom of their library. And it is blue, which Shifting Ceratops does have protection from blue, but that doesn't apply while a creature is on the stack, so it is a way they get around that. Shark Typhoon, saving them from taking 1 damage, or 4 damage, I should say. Certainly could see a board wipe here. Let's see. Ooh, I spoke too soon. I jinxed myself, as always, but Death Gorge. Let's start eating some stuff. Certainly we'll go our Graveyard at the very least, gain 2 life. We can't make the benefit of Death Gorge's enter the battlefield ability, being able to eat a non-creature and then attack, eat something else that is a non-creature. Yeah, I'll go a second Death Gorge. Looks like we'll probably be saving one of them with Tamiyos here. Ooh, I expected Archmage's Charm. Interesting. They thought a Death Gorge was threatening enough, but they could have lots of other counter spells in hand. I don't think they return much, if anything, from the graveyard, but Shark Typhoon is something I do not like. Day of Judgment as well, but I would not like to see a Shark Typhoon come back. That just gets out of hand real quick.
Time for a complex plan. Let's improvise.
Maybe they think we have a Tamiyos, which we do. 1 land, untap the chosen permanents. So it doesn't matter if it's tapped. It effectively does nothing. Death Gorge is going to untap here. Oh, that was close. That was close. Want to maintain 2 sources of green here for the 2 Tamiyos that I have. And I really don't like him. Should we pressure this to Fairy? I think there's a potential they could get to that ultimate, and it does look like a nasty ultimate. If you didn't read it, -7, you get an emblem with untap all permanents you control during each opponent's untap step, and you draw a card during each opponent's draw step. So, yeah, that would be a nasty emblem for them to get. So at the very least, taking him down to 1. Hopefully we take him out next turn, but we've really got him far away from that emblem. Ooh, that nasty, nasty Key to the Archive. I want to try and do as much damage as possible coming up. Blast Zone, though, if we can get 4 charge counters on it, we would be able to take out Key to the Archive and Teferi all in one. That would be actually pretty good. And we wouldn't lose Death Gorge or Rampaging because they both are at 3. So that might be something we work towards. Oh, interesting. Huh, so I guess maybe it's good we're focusing Teferi since they can use him to untap Key to the Archive there. That's not good. So they got a potential 4 we got to worry about. Well, we'll try for Ripjaw, see if they do anything to him. Definitely want to take out that Teferi. Either one could take it out. I'll send Rampaging at Teferi. We'll see if they want to get rid of Rampaging. We do have that one green with Tamiyos to hopefully protect it. Okay, good stuff.
This is hardly my worst.
Don't have to worry about them untapping or continually untapping that key to the archive. Of course, like we saw the previous game, they got many copies of each Teferi, it seems. Archmage's Charm, always fantastic for a control deck like that. 3 blue to have a very versatile card like that. Seems like we'll probably be saving somebody. They're really digging. Probably for another Teferi, I imagine. Time Warp, huh? I'm used to infinite turns decks. Nexus of Fate, for anybody that doesn't know. Previously it was in Historic, but it was banned because it was very oppressive. 5 and 2 blue. When you play Nexus of Fate, take a turn after this one, exile it and shuffle it back into your library. So it's not actually exiled. They just keep reusing it, searching for it. Oftentimes they would just keep getting it. Did I miss that there? Oh, I think I missed saving Ripjaw Raptor. That's too bad. I'll certainly try and pressure this Teferi. Save probably, I guess probably Ripjaw Raptor. It is nice to make a token here, so at the very least Rampaging is chipping away. And if they get Shark Typhoon, whenever the sharks come into play, he'll also do a little bit of work there.
You know what?
But nasty stuff's coming up. Surprised, haven't seen a board wipe yet. Maybe they're waiting for us to play a little bit more stuff, perhaps. Oh, well, you know, it is another land. We could put... Still, only 2. Get Blast Zone to 3 charge counters. Ghalta for 2. You know what, I'm just going to swing with everything. Either Ghalta or Ripjaw Raptor. I wouldn't be left with 2 sources of green for both Tamiyos there. I feel like there could be a pretty good chance I'll want to use both of them coming up to save 2 things. Cast out, okay. Saving it. Phew, okay. Could have cast out, got rid of Rampaging. The token probably would have blocked Death Gorge. That Teferi would have gone down to 1, so he still would have stuck around. So it looks like that worked out pretty good. I'll still keep that single Tamiyo, of course. Could have that nasty sweeper coming up. Narset. Certainly gonna search and likely find something pretty nasty. Oh, Divine Purge. Well, if that's coming down, at the very least, don't have to use Tamiyos. I didn't gain the 2 life because Rampaging for Asadon there. Players can't gain life, not opponents. It would be nice if it said opponents can't gain life, of course. There is Quakebringer, I believe, which says opponents can't gain life. It's a red giant, 2 and 2 red, I believe, or maybe 3 and 2 red. But yeah. Sometimes there is a slight drawback with rampaging. We do potentially gain life with Death Gorge when it does exile a creature, but oftentimes we're targeting a non-creature so we can make him bigger. So we really don't run into that drawback with rampaging, stopping the life gain or the potential life gain from Death Gorge there. Yeah. Would be nice being able to save at least one of them, but let's throw some stuff on Blast Zone. I'm thinking, yeah, just put 2 charge counters on. The most we can right now. Oh, Regisaur Alpha. I like that. They do have plenty of mana. Certainly could see it getting countered. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Oh. Phew. Phew. That's good. Now the question is, they can make a token with Castle Arden Vale. They do have 2 with Key to the Archive and 2 more, so 4 in total, plus the land there. If we wanted to send Ripjaw to take out Narset, wouldn't happen. Token, I feel like just attacking straight to the face. Yeah, the Dino there, Rampaging Ferocidon, didn't allow the life gain, unfortunately. Yeah, no, I think a lot of people make that mistake just seeing the 3/3, the menace. They forget about that little line of text there that stops life gain. Yeah, no, it was pretty familiar during its time in Standard back in 2018, 2019. It was doing some fantastic work in a mono red deck called Ramanap Red, burning lots of stuff. It got banned. Rampaging Ferocidon got banned during its time in Standard. And that is rough there. The token blocking Ripjaw. Narset, because they have it, unfortunately, we don't draw a card. But we'll be saving something, I expect. Hopefully they don't counter this Tamiyo's Safekeeping here. Oh, the Archmage's Charm potentially stealing that token. Oh, double Tamiyos. Ooh, that's interesting. Question is, do we go Ghalta? I'm going to try Ghalta, yeah. Let's see what happens. Okay, they still could have that Settle the Wreckage. It's very, very nasty stuff. They could steal the token, also make something with that Castle Arden Vale. We'll see what they do. I still don't think that would do it if they did steal the token. Oh, here goes nothing. No Settle the Wreckage. Yes? No? Did we do it? They're really digging. Ooh. Oh, we saved her. Oh, holy cow. I'm going to be keeping Tamiyo's Safekeeping in. She won us that. Fantastic. My goodness. Wow. I'm glad I have these emotes excited, proud. We knocked him out. Put him to sleep. I think that's the sleep one. I can't actually see. I don't have a second monitor, but oh boy. I'm glad some of you guys were here to watch that live. That was fantastic. My goodness. Oh, okay. So, hexproof. Oh, man, Blue Bear. I was sweating buckets on the inside, shaking a little bit. Those wins are, I mean, certainly it's what helps keep me going, but I would always continue going for sure. Yes, the Queen coming out for the win. Man, that was good. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh my. It's 1 a.m. here where I am. I'm going to leave it there for now. Leaving and ending on a absolutely fantastic high note. So, thanks for watching again, whether you're watching right now or later on. Again, I'm going to try out at least for a few days, maybe for a week. I'll try not premiering the live streams. I'll leave them public and see if maybe I get a little bit more data. Perhaps you have to do multiple live streams before you can see more, because you have to have done a certain amount, something like that. But yes, ending on a high note with a fantastic, intense game there. So, thanks for watching. There is always room for improvement, and there's always an exciting, thrilling match around the corner, like that one against Azorius Control. Whew. One of the hardest matchups, but we pulled it through. We got it done. We didn't just instant concede. Oh, that was good. All right. Blue Bear, anyone else watching? Have a good one. Yes, and remember, there's always room for improvement. All right. See you next time. Thanks for the games. Thanks for watching. All right. Have a good one.